Right, back with you here on News at Prime. Let's turn to this now. Higher Education Minister Dr. Blade Nzimande has announced a new 3.8 billion rand loan scheme to help students in the so-called missing middle. This as Action SA members protest outside, demanding he resigns following allegations by the organization undoing tax abuse that he allegedly received kickbacks from the National Student Financial Aid Scheme contractors. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana reports.
Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande has announced a loan scheme to help students from households who earn between 350,000 and 600,000 rand per year. It's expected to help under half of students who fall in the so-called missing middle. The National Student Financial Aid previously allowed those from homes with incomes of less than 350,000 to apply.
Here is the criteria that already is going to guide this. We're going to be funding this missing middle. Students whose annual household income is between 351,000 or 350,000 1 cent and up to 600,000 rand. We're also going to be funding both TVET and university students, public universities and public colleges. We're also going to be funding, by the way, this is very important, both undergraduate and postgraduate students. In other words, those who are unable to get money from the NRF, we will also be able to assist them through the scheme. And the criteria for funding is that 70% of those funded must be following science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs, STEM programs. And we may adjust this a little bit to include commercial programs that are in demand in the labor market or entrepreneurial programs. But largely the 70% will be directed towards funding those who are in STEM disciplines and 30% in humanities programs. And all the students who will be funded must be willing to sign a loan agreement. Conditionalities: students can apply for the loan in year 1, year 2, year 3, and so on, in order to continue to be funded through the loan. And students are expected to get 60% pass rate on average to continue being funded.
Former Tshwane University of Technology Vice-Chancellor Professor Lawrence van Staden has also been appointed as Nsfas acting chairperson. It comes after Ernest Khosa took leave of absence as he and Nzimande are investigated for allegedly receiving kickbacks from Nsfas service providers. Both men deny the accusations by OUTA.
In the light of the chairperson of Nsfas having requested and been granted on his own initiative to take leave of absence, I wish to inform South Africa that I have appointed Professor van Staden, the former Vice-Chancellor of the Tshwane University of Technology, as the acting chairperson of Nsfas, with immediate effect. I have already had a briefing session with him, emphasizing the importance of Nsfas to prioritize readiness for the beginning of the 2024 academic year. The acting chairperson will also prioritize the employment of a new CEO and fully implement the Werksman's report that was commissioned by Nsfas to look at corruption and other shenanigans that were taking place, especially around the service providers who were providing allowances to students.
Meanwhile, members of Action SA's youth wing protested outside to demand the sacking of Nzimande and the entire Nsfas board.
What we want for him to do is take accountability for the previous year and also to take accountability as well for the criminal charges that we have just laid against him a few days ago. So we are not going to tolerate this. As I said a few days ago that we are here, we are not going anywhere. And as I said, this was just the beginning. We will continue to do this. We will continue to be in his face. Even if he hides, we will continue to come and stand here and until he comes forward and takes accountability and actually addresses the students of this country. One, we just want Blade to go. And two, we do not accept that the chairperson of Nsfas has been given leave with pay. We don't want him to take leave. We want him to be suspended from the position that he's in. Also, the board of Nsfas, the entire board, all of this matter happened in the company of the entire board, which means that the entire board itself is incompetent and they all have to go.
The minister also dismissed claims that he proposed an increase in university fees.
I don't set or increase university or college fees in South Africa as minister. That is the role of university councils. They are the ones who decide to increase and to increase by how much. All I do, since fees must fall, is that I provide guidelines and a framework to say, you shall increase university fees by no higher than this. That's important because we're also protecting Nsfas with that. Because if we just allow increases anyhow, Nsfas will be raided and it will soon become inadequate.
Nzimande urged parents and students to take advantage of the new funding scheme. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Zola Sholwana in Pretoria.